Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show and UFC
Good
Insiders on Monday
evening.
night. Good
Good
evening. Good
evening.
evening.
Good
I
evening.
think Paul might be missing this one, but DX might be coming. He might be late, but regardless, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching NUFC Talk TV. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and of course, please, if you can, become a member of the channel. That way, you can enjoy exclusive content um, and by the way, the Euros, of course, we got them. So we're going to be doing England, Denmark. The fellas are going to be doing it. That we had to beg the mighty Wayne to agree to do it because he's a German lad. So he wants to, uh, he wants to paint his face,
Out.
like the Deutschland flag. But there's no. Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Oh, here he
Got the hat
goes.
on. There you
Hey.
go. All right. That's cool. That's cool. So we're gonna be doing that, and it's gonna be for members only. So we got to make that adjustment because obviously it helps out, and of course it helps out the members. So if you want to if you're a fan of us and you want to be able to enjoy the watch along of the England national team, you can become a member and enjoy that show as well. We're always trying to do something for our members. So there it is. When what is it, Mighty Wayne? When God created England or the English, he
He
was
was
just
just
so.
showing off.
There you go, man. There you go. Only you believe
Hey.
that. That's cool though. All right. So hit the likes, folks. Hit the likes. And I see the chatters in there. So yes, we're gonna get to some of those comments. So yeah, let us know. Roy, mate, how you doing?
How you doing, mate? Not bad. Just finished watching France. It was a shit
Yeah.
game. It was okay.
Did
Yeah, it
France
was.
win?
Yeah.
I
Keeps
was,
me at the top of the league.
did they win?
1
I'm sure
0
they did.
Yeah.
1-0
1-0.
France,
1-0.
own goal.
1-0.
Own
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
goal as
all.
well.
Who they play against?
Austria had Austria.
Austria
Austria.
was a
Yeah,
much
yeah.
better team in the second half.
Oh
They were,
man.
yeah.
That is
I
that is
just missed out on 5 points this afternoon, though.
that is
Belgium
surprising
two
though.
disallowed.
Oh,
That is
Uh,
no, man. You guys not gonna say how surprising that is? That's surprising, man.
Belgium shit. Belgium
France should
shit.
have. Has the talent to beat them 4-0, man.
oh, easy.
No, that's what I went for.
Dubravka was good, though.
Dubravka was
Yeah,
excellent. Thank you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He
Wait,
did
So
well.
I'll give my win this. He was really good today.
yeah, yeah. All
For a
right.
change.
Wait, Dubravka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dubravka plays for Austria.
No,
No, he
Dubravka plays
played
for
for
Slovakia.
Slovakia
Slovakia.
this afternoon.
Yeah, come on, man.
As,
Don't
uh,
get the matches mixed up, man.
He kept a clean sheet against Belgium.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen. It's Dubravka is a reet, man, but he wants to go, bro. What can you do? You can't keep a man who wants to go. He
That's
wants to
true.
be a starter.
He
he
doesn't
doesn't
want to
want to
go.
go.
He wants to be a starter.
He's been pushed out the door.
Ah, here
Oh,
we go.
By the fans, mainly. By the fans, mainly.
Panani.
Come on, man. I
Yeah.
think he's just leaving because he doesn't want to face the fact that he has to battle Pope and another guy that might be coming on who's a young lad. So he is being a little bit of a.
Panani.
Come on, man.
Yes.
Come on, man. Stop playing, Mighty Wayne. Mighty Wayne, when are you gonna stop defending people just cause, man? It makes no
Just
sense,
because
bro.
what? He's not a Geordie. He's not even English. Why am I defending him? I'm defending him because he did a fantastic job for us when he was number one. Kept
Okay.
us in the Prem single-handed almost. And because I'm not throwing me toys out the pram because he went to Man United on trail, I couldn't give a toss.
Yeah. You don't care about that, but well let me. I want to ask you something, you guys. Well, Mighty Wayne, you were part of that conversation with Gary over the weekend on the Geordie show, but I wasn't there, so I'm going to be a little um biased and ask that myself. Because Trippier has come out and talked. Obviously, you guys know that he talked on the overlap. It's like the place of football drama. Everybody goes and just I don't know if you guys heard in America. You must have heard of the Shay Shay Club, where all the comedians are going to and saying their beefs and their drama. Well, this is kind of the same thing. The overlap. You got Deli Ali. You got all these people going there and spilling the tea.
hmm
And I'm not necessarily saying that Trippier did this on purpose, but maybe chose of unnecessary words. That the mighty win, he's a City fan, cross Man U fan, German guy, so he approves of all of it. But even though I'm not on this bandwagon of thinking of if somebody says like he said, Man U the biggest club in the world, I don't really. It doesn't really bother me.
That's a fact.
Like I gotta go to work. You know
They're
what I mean?
not. They're
I'm
not.
not thinking about that
Real
stuff.
Madrid is the biggest club in the
Well,
world.
whatever.
Real
You can
Madrid is,
argue between the
and
two.
Barcelona
No,
could be
for me,
another.
Liverpool's even bigger than them.
They are that is a fact.
AC Milan's bigger
So,
than them.
but hold on, but we got but even if they were like if they got 50 Champions Leagues and 50 Premier Leagues or English leagues, okay, but you are a Newcastle United player. I find it a little bit surprising that a gentleman of the caliber of Trippier would just say stuff like that, saying also because he also did call him United without any prefix. You know what I mean? He just said, "Yeah, it was close going to United." And when he's playing at Newcastle United, so I just feel like it would be unfair for me to think that he is
Right.
that
Let's put this into perspective, right?
right. He's talking to Gary Neville.
He's been at Newcastle for 2 years.
Right.
For the rest of the whole of his life, apart from being a Man United supporter,
Yeah, he said he was.
but for the rest of his whole life, to him and to the whole of the rest of the world, apart from Geordie's, United is Man United. What the? Honest. So what? That's just the way it is.
No. Fuck
You
them.
can't. But no, but
I'll never call them United.
But it's not the
No,
fact.
neither will I, because I'm a Geordie. Because you're an adopted Geordie.
But I've called them United before. It just came out, and in the conversation. So it's not really to me that detrimental or that. What I'm trying to say here is that I would assume, but you know what you get for assuming.
It makes an ass out of you and me.
That a man of the caliber and the prestige of Trippier playing at Newcastle, you would think he would avoid certain language.
But the point I'm making to you is that for like 31 of his 33 or 34 years, United have been United. It's kind of ingrained there. It's just what it is. It's just a figure of speech. It's just the way he talks, the way most people talk who aren't Geordies.
It's very historical, though, isn't it? That's the thing.
What a big deal it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guarantee you there are fans. Dubravka did it.
I know there's loads of fans who get upset about it. I don't, because I couldn't give a toss about Man United.
Well, Dubravka did it, and now Dubravka, according to many folks, needs to go. He shouldn't have even came back. Some folks might say.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's their opinion, and they're entitled to have it.
Yeah,
I simply don't share it.
And Alan saying only you believe that win. Oh, and
only I believe what?
Yeah, we might be taking Alan out of context here. So what did you believe in Mighty Win? Maybe he's talking about. Oh, he might be talking about Dubravka playing well tonight. So that could be another.
No, he did. He was really good.
I'm happy to take him on with that.
Yeah. But I mean, I just thought it was a bit weird. I mean, again, if it was a young kid, if it was a Kobe Mainu, if it was somebody. First of all, coming out of the Newcastle play, am I the only one here in this panel that thinks this is a little bit strange, to say the least?
Yeah.
If you want to make something out of it, it's there to make something out of. I personally choose not to.
I think Roy's got your back on this one.
It's just Trips giving an open and shut interview about the way things are right at the minute. If you want to build it up to be something, go ahead and do it.
I'm asking you. I'm doing my job as an amateur reporter, asking a seasoned veteran like the mighty Win a simple question. the one that gets mad loses the battle, man. So don't get rattled up in this.
I'm not getting them. That's the point.
Now,
it's all the other people that are getting mad about it, or who could get mad about it. I just don't see it as a big deal at all.
Yeah, Niall says he never went to Man U, so it doesn't matter. I'm lost in this one. Oh, you're talking about Trippier? Okay, yeah. No, he didn't. He chose Newcastle. That's why. Also, when I mentioned on the video earlier, when I mentioned on the video earlier,
sorry, no, he said Solskjaer wanted him, didn't he?
Yeah, it was all whenever he could have. Yeah, I mean, listen, he did choose to come to Newcastle, and he took, contrary to people believe, he took less money coming to Newcastle than staying at Madrid, and also there was no relegation clause, or I don't even know if that's even possible, but there was no relegation clause or whatever, and the club was not doing well at the time. So listen, nobody can take away from what Trippier has done. Certainly, this season wasn't one of the best seasons, but I don't think he is past his prime yet. He's playing for England in the Euros, a starter for this team. And again, because Southgate is a thing that you can talk about all day for hours, but nevertheless, he is a starter for this team, and so I think I don't know if Gary, maybe I might be changing your words, but do you believe that he should be on the go, or did I hear it correctly or incorrectly? What do you think?
No, I put it to the panel because obviously there's certain rumours out there, and like I said, the ITKs in the world obviously had spouted on social media that he'd taken his kids out of school. It's fact that his house is up for sale, but that could mean anything. I mean, we've all heard the rumours again about his relationship. Charlotte's not posted anything since December 23, which is his missus, and apparently she was always on social media. So there's a lot that's obviously that we don't know. Now, I do agree with Win. I think sometimes when you are a fan of a club and you've always said United, because that's what fans of Man United have always stated, I don't see anything in that. He's just stating the fact. United come in for me. And the way I look at it, the lad, he could have gone anywhere at that point. And he chose to come. He listened to Eddie Howe. He saw the vision. And he says, you know what? He was the first one to make the move. He started the ball rolling. So from my point of view, I have nothing but respect for him. There is question marks about, I know you say he's an international, he's a starter, but and or not, would he have started if we had a left back? No, he wouldn't. So I don't always take that as a prefix for his stature. If I had my way, I would definitely keep him because he's a leader. He's a leader on the park. I wouldn't sell him. I just don't know what the feeling I'm having at the moment. I think at this present moment in time, and I totally agree with him, he's putting his family first. And if his family isn't happy up in the northeast, then he has to do something about it. I'm not sure whether he's going to be moving the family back towards the Burnley, Manchester area, where he obviously originates from, and he's going to commute back to Newcastle, or there's something in the pipeline. And that's what I put to the guys the other day when we were talking about it. There was a lot of little question marks that he didn't speak badly about Newcastle, but he hardly spoke about Newcastle, if that makes any sense.
Well, the only thing of note he said about
he's on international duty.
The only thing of note he said about Newcastle was that he chose Newcastle above United.
Yeah, exactly.
And that to me is just good.
Speaks volumes, doesn't it?
I don't see a downside to this at all. And as it is,
I do understand.
As it is right
people
now,
will take it out of context.
Club-wise, we've got Tino, who's done a brilliant job in replacing Trips. Would we really miss Trips that much? The proof of the pudding will be in the eating. But personally, I wouldn't like to get shot of them all together. Let's see how.
No.
Let's see how Tino goes when he's, week in, week out.
Yeah.
But again, we're going to do. There's going to be a lot more. Hopefully, there's going to be a lot more rotation this season, so everybody can get a game.
Yeah. All right. Let's start talking.
Chris,
Go-
just 2
go on,
seconds,
sorry,
mate.
yeah.
While we're still on the subject, buddy.
Yeah.
Actually, I think what a lot of the Geordies are really peed off with when we talk about United. You must remember we were the first United. When we played them back in 1894, Ronnie Wood put a beautiful program picture of the original 1984 game.
Newcastle United.
Sorry, 1894, and they were Newton Heath
Newton Heath
against Newcastle United.
versus Newton Heath.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, and I think that's where like us as Geordies get a little bit peed off because when everybody talks about United, they always think of Man United, where we were the first United, if that makes any sense.
All right. Let's move on to some transfer news here. And the Chronicle reported today that the move for James Trafford, the all-time Premier League goalkeeper, at how old is he? 21 years old? 21.
Yeah.
The move might get a little complicated because obviously Manchester City still got a percentage, and
20%, yeah.
And Burnley they don't want to lose money. They want to keep a certain amount, and the price might be going up. Maybe I've been reading to 20 million probably. So
Plus add-ons.
plus add-ons. So originally was 15. So is that 5 million difference? Obviously, the add-ons would be another amount. So does that, in your opinion, guys, make a difference in a young goalkeeper, 21 years of age, probably going to be number 2? But there's another. We've been linked to another goalkeeper today, and this is a better goalkeeper actually, and so international goalkeeper. So we're going to talk about that. But is it a make or break? 20 million plus add-ons instead of a cheaper 16 million I read right now the Chronicle reporting. So what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I think it will
have a go.
I think it will make a difference. I think we were skating close to the line anyway when we were going to 16. But I think it's just part of the negotiation process. They're trying to get their money back, aren't they? Really, with their sell on to Manchester City. This is what happened with Harvey Barnes, if you remember. It was like, and with Tino, actually, it started off at 12 million with Tino, and it worked its way up to 32 million. But yeah, so I think it's just part of that process. We're seeing this negotiation going back and forth. I think we'll get him. We'll get Trafford. I've got a feeling, but I think it's going to end up being somewhere betwixt the two, 18 million maybe, with a bit of a few add-ons here and there. Plays for England, you get another couple of million. Champions League qualification, another couple of million, all that stuff. So if we do that, then, and if he becomes an England international, then he's worth that extra few million anyway. So yeah, I think it's just negotiations. I'm trying to think with Pope. I think Pope was quite quick, wasn't it? I don't know if he had a release or something, but we didn't pay a lot for Pope, 10 million from Burnley. But yeah, it's kind of one of those deals that's rumbling on. The window's only just opened again, hasn't it? So
yep, that's right.
I'm not too worried.
Yeah. Lots of negotiations and conversations to have, but
he wants to come.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming so. Yeah, he'd want to upgrade for sure. Roy, what do you think about Trafford? Is it a hit or break, or make or break? I mean, 20 million in add-ons, you might start reaching a point where you might want to go for a better caliber goalkeeper then, if it's going to cost you that much.
Well, I think he's the right one. 5 million is not much because he's only 21, and the target will be to have him for 10 years or something. So 5 million is nothing. But if that 5 million is the beginning of the bidding war, then I'll just move on. Just leave it. Because if it's the same as Tino, starts with 12 and ends up with 30 something, then it's not worth it. Because that's going to start with 15, then 20, and it's going to end up being 40.
Because he ain't,
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, 20 should be the top price, plus maybe 5 add-ons. Maybe fulfills those terms and conditions. Yeah, it shouldn't be more than that.
They paid 19, didn't they, Burnley? So really, they shouldn't make a profit on him. Not really. After that season, I think it should just. They want to wipe their.
Put it this way: they dropped him for the last 10 games, so that's what they thought of him.
Take your 16 million and be happy. Maybe if we offered Dubravka, no, he wouldn't go there, would he? Championship.
No, he won't go, especially after today.
Africa less me.
Yeah. Well, Mighty Win, go ahead, man. Give us your opinion.
I mean, 25 wouldn't be a problem for me. 20 plus add-ons wouldn't be a problem. It looks like it looks on the face of it like the trouble is just that extra 5 million under our current FFP restrictions is 5 million that might prevent us getting a £70 million player when we can only bid 65. That's what worries me. Could it be if paying over the odds for Trafford results in us not being able to get an elite starting player, be it a striker, a right winger, or a centre back, then I've got issues. But I think we're okay financially right now.
You think so? What's your estimation of how much we can spend, Mr. Finance Guy?
I think we've got at least 100 million plus whatever we're taking.
Now, so we already got paid for the Champions League?
Yeah, we've got our Champions League money, we've got our seller money, we've got our
Noon
money.
Adidas money, and we've got our 130 million from the Premier League. Now, obviously, from that you've got to deduct all of your any installed payments we had on some of those transfers. I don't know what that amounted to. There was certainly nothing before. After Ashley left no debts at all. The one thing we've got to thank him for. So if any of the players we've bought since PIF took over have been done on, and if the payments have been amortized, then obviously those amounts have to come out of what we've got to spend. But I still think we should have 100 million because we're I think our wages are currently 31 million, something like that.
No, I think our wages are over 100 something.
Well, you would imagine, you would assume, and 100.
Our wages are more than 80% of the income.
Actually, yeah.
Well, I saw someone that
8 million a year, isn't it?
Yeah, what do they call the football finance guru, Kieran
Maguire.
Kieran Trippier.
Maguire. He said that Newcastle's standard income from gate receipts and commercial revenue, gate receipts, hospitality, and commercial revenue covered our wages. So that means effectively you've got your telly money to spend.
Yeah. What do you think, Gary? I mean, what's your thoughts on this? You well informed early in the morning, sent me all this information. What did you make of all this? I mean, yeah.
If I'm honest, I said from the outset that 16 million was the initial sum. Burnley was never going to take that because they paid 15 million for him from Man City, and they've got 20% to give back. So they were never going to take 16 million and go out of pocket, regardless of whether they've gone down or not. At the end of the day, it's a business. So I agree with what DX said. I think what you're gonna find is that it's probably going to be an 18 million table and add-on, so it could go up to like 22 million. I'm not sure whether 25 million is a true valuation for the lad in his current. I mean, I'm not saying he won't be. I'm just saying at this present moment in time, I think 22 should be his ceiling. He's obviously got a very good future in front of him, but at this present moment in time, it's still a bloody gamble. So on that note, you've got to ask the question. I mean, while we're talking on goalkeepers team, it was really funny for like the likes of Bergovic and Ruddy to be mentioned.
Yeah.
And I know like the Bergovic one was poo-pooed out. But in actual fact, John Ruddy for Birmingham City, who's just been relegated, it was his agent that inquired to be number 3 at Newcastle. But I think that's been quashed as well. You can't say no, But that's come from a friend of mine that actually works at Birmingham City. It was John Ruddy's agent that contacted our Newcastle to say that he'd be happy to be number 3 if that's what they required.
Do we need this many goalkeepers all the time? 4 goalkeepers. It all seems a bit excessive to me.
Yeah, too
I
much.
understand you don't want Gillespie to play, but there must be someone in the youth.
But Gillespie, see, this is the thing. You know, people criticize Gillespie. I get it. I don't rate him really. I mean, I don't rate him, but he is a Premier League goalkeeper. I mean,
he's a Scottish Premier League goalkeeper.
For whatever that's worth, the Indian Premier League
Championship.
But I'm just saying, like, he would be the third.
Well, by the way, he earned us $500,000. Did you know that he earned us $500,000 with his penalty save?
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
In the Australian Federation Cup that we played against Tottenham.
That's some shit. Right?
It was like $2.5 million for the winner or something, and $2 million for the runner-up.
Yeah, extra $500,000.
It's mental, isn't it?
That pays his
So
wages.
his penalty, Gillespie's penalty save, has more than paid his wages.
Yeah,
well,
he's on
that
about
could be,
10
that
grand a
could
week.
See,
isn't
my only concern, right, and the reasons why I mentioned these guys, Ruddy especially, if they're considering this 4th goalkeeper, there's got to be a massive concern about his shoulder, isn't there? Pope's shoulder, because what you're going to end up with is obviously Gillespie then going to be number 2. Whoever is whoever comes in, if Trafford or this other guy that you're going to talk about in a second. That does put that little bit of a question mark in my head. Is there something that we're not sure of or we haven't heard about Pope's shoulder? And that's why, there's a door opening for another goalkeeper.
There's got to be a concern about that, or else I don't think we would be so. We've been linked with goalkeepers more than anybody, really.
Yeah,
I think.
true.
So I think there's got to be a concern. Maybe Eddie said, "I need a goalkeeper. I don't care who it is. I just need a goalkeeper." Just putting out there an expression out there that way, just to resemble what Eddie might have said. I need somebody, because. But my point was, Gillespie. Yeah, we don't really rate him, but as a third goal, you gonna tell me he can't be a third goalkeeper? That if 2 go down, he's got to be worth something. He's got to be worth something. I'm just saying, man. As a third goalkeeper, I do agree. I agree with DX. This 4th, 5th, 6th goal, we're gonna have 11 goalkeepers, and come on.
I mean, how many games did
The
Carrick
other thing, Chris, that you've got to think about is do Eddie Howe think that much of him? I mean, I think Gillespie obviously does well as a coach, and he obviously gets out there and does well on the coaching field. But you've got to ask the question: is Eddie Howe has that much faith in him to be potentially our number 2 or even number 1?
Yeah,
not for me.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Despite his penalty save.
There he goes.
He could be our number 1.
Beer Wagon says Gillespie is a glorified kit man. Yep, he's one of those mannequins.
He's the T-boy.
He's like one of those.
Yeah. All right.
He's basically a spa man, really.
Apparently, he's the one who puts the cones out on the training ground now because Ashworth's gone. So they needed someone else to do it.
He cuts the oranges.
Yeah, cuts the oranges. He's got the clipboard.
Hell yeah, man. All right. Another player that I would like to talk about, because I know the Mighty Win loves him, sends him love letters and everything, is none other than Serhou Guirassy. The race to sign Stuttgart A's is heating up with a tempting £15 million release clause, very cheap, for a 37-goal hotshot. Popular target. He's going to be a popular target this summer. He is already. And Newcastle, according to the Chronicle, saying that Newcastle have ran the rule over the player, but are not mentioned in the latest report in the Bild, famous German outlet, who claim the 28-year-old is being hunted by Arsenal, Chelsea, Borussia Dortmund, and AC Milan. How come? I mean, you obviously this is a cheap price, £50 million.
I think there's a mistake there, Chris, about the £15 million release clause. He had a €16 million release clause, which is about £15 million. So
that's what I said.
Before the African Cup of Nations.
So that might have
And
changed.
then
why did no one jump in?
part of the negotiation that he did with Stuttgart for him to go to when he renewed his last contract, to go to the African Cup of Nations, was if he went to the African Cup of Nations, that release clause would be looked at again. And nobody can yet, everywhere else, because I look at him all the time, and nobody seems yet to be able to define whether that 16 million release clause is still active.
Yeah.
The wise opinion says that it's not.
Yeah. Shout out to my brother
Transfer
Jordy
market
Toon
says
for
he's out
life.
at 40 million.
Shout out to Jordy Toon for life. Yeah, so, I mean that's what I'm saying. The Chronicle must have made a mistake, not me, man. Stop playing. But 37 goals, that's crazy, man. I mean, this guy. But I mean, we talked with Josh from on the American Max show. I think we might have talked to him, but that he didn't rate him much, or he rated him, but not like to what people are talking about him.
And Stuttgart is his Bundesliga team.
Is he a one-hit wonder though?
Yeah, but I mean,
One season wonder.
but that could probably be the reason, Mighty Win, why nobody because if I'm some things, football is easy. I mean, it's pretty easy. I mean, 15 million, you got the money. I would be the first one as soon as the windows open. Bang, try to knock on the door, try to get the deal done. But maybe that's the reason why nobody's even. He hasn't been linked to an offer, or any club hasn't made an official offer for him. Maybe that's the reason. That they can't take anything for him at the moment. But yeah, 50 million. I don't even think Stuttgart. I don't even think Garazi's family members thought he was going to score 37 goals this past season. So,
well, if you remember, Pittsburgh. No, sorry, Philly. Josh. Oh, there he goes. He's in the building.
In West Philadelphia.
I think Josh, am I right? Did you compare his season this season to Miggy's purple patch? I think that seems to ring a bell.
Well, he's definitely saying that in his comment right there. He says if he was 50 million, take the risk, but I fear he was a one-hit wonder, like DX just said. So there it is, man. I mean, I'm sure he thinks
it was the
According
Miggy's pass
to
was too
his
much.
Well, he
transfer
watches
history.
Stuttgart more than I watch Stuttgart. So
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's been out. He's 28 years old. He was end of loan at Stade Rennais, and obviously he was loaned to Stuttgart when they first had him, and they picked him up for 9 million. So he's never really been what they class as a high-priced striker. So, not sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's him.
well, I would still love to what I have seen of him, not just on YouTube, but when I've watched Stuttgart games, he looks a baller to me. But that's you can count on one hand the number of games I've seen him. And it would, if you're watching Miggy when he went through his purple patch, you would say, "My God, what a player!" But sometimes a small sample doesn't always give you the full picture.
Proper player, man. All right, I want to show you guys one thing, and it's gonna be the words of this magnificent man, Kelly. Well, we're gonna.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, what Kelly talked about today. Did you guys hear that little tiny part just to verify the audio? Yeah, I think you guys can hear it. It's from NUFCTV, our cousins, because we are NUFC Talk TV, so we are close related. I'm just joking, by the way. Somebody's gonna think that that's real. All right, so Kelly is saying that he's delighted to reunite with Eddie Howe after becoming a Newcastle's first summer signing. He's been criticized, by the way, Eddie, before, because he's been looking at Bournemouth players. But I say this: if they're good, why not? He knows them. But I don't also agree with everybody from Bournemouth needs to, instead of wearing red and black, they need to be wearing white and red. I mean, white and black and white. So I don't necessarily agree with that. But Kelly seems to be a decent deal. Although I keep saying it, I say it here because you go look at Twitter and put Lloyd Kelly on there. and you're gonna get diabetes from reading all those posts about Lloyd Kelly, because you would think this is it. And I just keep fans posted, man. The injuries is a tough thing, tough pill to swallow, but we gotta welcome it anyway. So, but what did he say about coming to the Toon? Let's listen and watch.
When you got people that you know already, it kind of makes you feel a little bit more settled and at ease. I know some of the players, and obviously, of course, the manager, the gaffer. So yeah, I think in that sense, it's a nice feeling to kind of go into a new place, but at the same time, you kind of get that feeling that you're kind of home at the same time, you know.
I read an interview with you where you spoke about how Eddie Howe sort of sold Bournemouth to you 5 years ago when you were moving from Bristol City.
Mm-hmm.
What's he said to you this time around? To, I guess Newcastle doesn't need selling, but to sort of tell you where he sees you fitting in.
Yeah, I think, like you said, it's Newcastle as a whole. Everyone kind of knows kind of their backstory and how big the club is. But yeah, for me to kind of come here, obviously speaking to the gaffer and things like that, it didn't really need to take much. I think the gaffer knows of how highly I think of him, and the way he kind of shapes his teams and wants his teams to play. I think it kind of suits my attributes. So it kind of just made sense.
There it is, Lloyd Kelly talking about that. Pretty impressive words, man, for the gaffer, Eddie Howe. So we'll have to see what develops of him, of course, in the Toon shirt. Mighty Wayne, you're showing us your bank account information. What's happening, man? What you want to show us?
That's the euros up to date.
That's the chicken.
You want to show it now, or you want to wait?
Yeah.
No, I'll put it down there for later.
Oh, later. Okay, so we can get back to it, man. We can get back to it. All right. Let's keep talking about the next guy that we need to talk about is one in particular, and it is Goalkeeper. And according to the TuttoMercato, Juan Musso. I'm gonna read Italian here because
Never heard of him.
Boy, you better be joking.
Never heard of him.
Are you kidding me, Roy? I believe you. You're a numpty, man. You don't know nobody.
I've never heard of him.
Juan Musso.
Musso, I know, is
unless you pronounce the name strangely. I don't know.
TuttoMercato. That's the sport. It's the name of the sports.
Yeah, that's the name.
I know the magazine. Yeah, but
right. Okay.
Juan Musso. Man, you guys have no global knowledge, man, of just basic Italian, man.
You heard of him 3 hours ago. Come on.
What club does he play for?
Atalanta.
Where was he born? Which town was he born?
He just played.
Atalanta.
He was born in Argentina, man. He's an Argentinian guy. Also,
you know the South American player.
Also,
he's not coming.
Hold on, relax. Well, I don't know. He's playing Atalanta, man. Let me do something.
In the Champions League.
Well, I understand that, but just saying, Juan Musso. I'm gonna read I speak Italian, so I'm gonna read it.
Italiano.
Musso più lasciare l'Atalanta quest'estate. Prime sondaggi di Villarreal e Newcastle. Huh?
Villarreal and Newcastle info.
Villarreal and Newcastle are interested.
There you go.
And but let me tell you, man, he's a good goalkeeper. I think he went to the World Cup, so no, he didn't. He did not. He is though a Copa America winner. He wasn't part of that round. I think he is in the national team now though.
I think if you believe all of the various reports from all over the world, Atlanta are selling just about every player.
Yeah.
They got the Euro finals there.
Well, I'm just saying, but they're linking him.
We were after Ederson. Well, everybody's after Ederson.
But in all fairness, I mean that was a legitimate thing before they even made it to the final. So they won it, actually, not made it to the final. They won it. They won the Europa. So I think, obviously, I think he's better than Mamardashvili. So it would be. He's 30 years old, born in '94, like myself. He is. Let me see.
94.
He's 4.
He's baby.
He's 4 months
see how
older
good
than me.
Mamardashvili is tomorrow.
He's 4 months older than me, man. Oh, come on, man. He's playing at Georgia. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's going to be. Who they play against?
Georgia.
Who they play against?
Sweden.
Another Portugal. Sorry, Turkey. Turkey.
Turkey.
Oh, Turkey.
gonna
Well,
get-
that might be, that's
Gonna get thumped.
Give us one verse of Georgia. Come on, mighty man.
yeah, that might,
Georgia.
but he ain't got no song about Mumber Dastardly, man.
He's going about Georgia. Ray Charles.
Yeah. Georgia.
Ray
on
Charles?
my
No,
mind.
yeah. That's gonna be for a really special occasion when I do me Pips impersonation.
Yeah.
Gladys
Wow.
Knight and the
folks-
Pips.
Oh my God, who's
Would
going
have
to be
been
the
that
Pips, man?
train to Georgia.
That's the one.
I was thinking of Georgia on
If
my mind.
if I could be reincarnated, I would be reincarnated as a Pip.
Yeah, you'd be
Hey.
actually look quite nice in one of those cocktail dresses.
I was going to
wouldn't
say, I can see you in
That's
no,
right.
no.
in that sparkly dress.
Pips were guys.
you? Oh, were they?
Like
Oh, I'm
the
thinking
four
Gladys Knight and the Pimps. Sorry,
Gladys
the
Knight and the
Pips.
Pimps.
you'd be a good pimp.
Hey, folks, please pause for a second. And I know you haven't hit that like because we got a lot of people watching and not a lot of likes. So please help us out. You can close that chat because it might disappear. So close that chat real quick. Hit that like button and open the chat. Take a look at that. Help us out. Help us support the channel. By the way, tomorrow we're gonna have the Hoove the Twat show with DX and Roy. Roy, can I announce it? Yes or no, man? Stop playing with me.
No, do
'cause I ain't
next
got
week. Next week.
Man, don't
Oh,
bullshit me. I'm telling you.
too much foreplay.
Next
Come
week.
on, man.
No,
Stop
next
playing,
week.
man.
Come
Just
on.
No,
I'll
I
let
think
you know.
the beard's got to come off on Hoof the Twat
Oh, fuck
tomorrow,
off,
surely.
come
Sure.
on, man. The
It's long
expectation.
overdue.
Come on.
The expectation, man.
It
Come
might.
on,
It
man.
might. Come on. At least say there's a chance.
There's a chance here. There's a chance here.
There you go.
Well,
I'll have to
yeah,
Now
set
you
the
got to
place
tune
up.
in. You can't miss that, guys.
Yeah. So tomorrow is gonna be 9 p.m. Hoof the Twat show, and immediately after 10 p.m. Me, the Mighty Win, we're gonna be doing the NUFC Undisputed Debate show. Hopefully, we'll be joined by somebody else to debate, and I'll be the referee. But and it's gonna be interesting because we're literally gonna put a poll: who's winning, this guy or that guy? So you're gonna have your vote. So yeah, we're gonna have a great day tomorrow. And oh yeah, we can just do this right now, by the way. But this is basically the schedule of this whole week. Obviously, today you got the NUFC Insiders. Tomorrow, the Hoof the Twat show at 9 p.m., 3 p.m. USA. By the way, all this is Central Time in the United States, so just bear in mind. Then after that, at 10 p.m., the NUFC Undisputed. Then the next day, on Wednesday, we have in the morning, midday for me, midday for you. We're going to be doing the NUFC Transfer Daily Show, where we actually take a look at, transfer market, multiple players at a time, not just once, once or twice. We got a lot of players lined up. And also on the same day, later at night at 11 p.m., we got Toon Talk Worldwide with the usual suspects. And then the 20th, that is Thursday. Obviously, we got England versus Denmark for members only at 4:45 starting the coverage, 4:45 p.m. all the way until the match is over. You're gonna have the fellas there being patriots as you've seen them throughout this whole thing, this whole Euros. And on the same date, late at night, 10 p.m., the NUFC Fan Forum. Friday, we got the American Mags, as you know. The next day on Saturday, the Geordie Show, it's been a hit, by the way, which I got to say. And Sunday we're gonna have the NUFC Sunday Report. But there's the schedule, and you see it on the YouTube channel, on the community, on our social media. I will say this: I didn't think it was going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, but the Geordie Show has been a hit. Oh, I could not believe people wanted to watch these Geordie numpties, man. But
It's because you're not on it. That's
yeah,
why.
that's might be it because I'm not on it. So it's a hit, but it's a hit just a bit above the American Mags. So there is a rivalry there, ladies and gentlemen. Americans versus the Geordies, all for the love of the tune. But they are very right there. Only like 50 more views or something. The Geordie shows is got us, beat by. So trust me, it's head to head because one is Friday, the other one is Saturday. Maybe that's why you guys are winning because you got the last word on most stuff. So
But you've also missed a
take it
show
away.
there, Chris.
what is that?
You missed a show tomorrow at 12 o'clock. For the
I'm
fixture.
sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Tomorrow, because that was a rapid show that we had to make up because We forgot really. But tomorrow at midday, don't forget, we're going to have a show. The Breakfast Show is coming back with Gary and the Mighty Wind. They're going to be talking about our Premier League fixture. It's going to be coming out early in the morning, but we're going to be live at midday to talk about all that stuff. The first match, our debut, where is it going to be, away, home, all that. And listen, it is a big deal. It is. Now, it benefited us this season at the end, but in the very beginning, it was tough, man. It was tough. So tomorrow noon, don't forget the Breakfast Show. Good morning. Anyways, that's going to be hosted by Gary, as I said. So there you go. All right. So hit that like button, folks. Hit that like button. By the way, just to finish on Musso, I mean, no injuries. I'm the injury guy. Just sprained ankle in 23, but now nothing really. Doesn't get hurt much. So there you go. No
How
big
old is he?
deal.
32 or something?
He's 30, man.
30.
Really.
Nah, too old. It's not gonna happen.
Too old.
30 in the Champions League team. Not gonna leave a Champions League to go as a number 2 for Paul
Well,
when he's 30.
that part is obviously you're right on point on that. It's tough to leave but yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, I'm not, when you're right, man. You usually you're not right.
I'll
Pull
shave
one out of the
something
bag,
else
didn't
if it happens.
Nah, man, we're not taking promises from you until you pay up,
Pubic.
man, because we're not gonna let it
Good
go. You gotta pay up.
It's gonna happen.
It's going to get rid of those pubics.
You gotta pay up, brother. You got to pay up, man.
It'll
All right.
happen.
I'll tell you what. Before we move on to the next
Talk the
subject,
talk, you've got to walk the walk, son.
that is right, man. Shout out to George Eaton saying 78 watching and only 37 likes. Come on, folks. Smash the like button. That's right. Hit that like button.
George.
Hit
I
that
came
like
on before and I pressed it and then I came out. That's what I did.
All right. So let's go with some comments real quick because, listen, we might be going over an hour. It's no big deal. Nobody's got anything else to do anyway. Helzazar, on your holes and still on duty. That's being professional for you. I don't know what he was meaning to. Meaning, I don't know what that meant. But anyways, shout out to Sean. Lewis, Newcastle fans, I can't wait for Thursday, Friday for the Copa America. Yes, and I got just a personal thing to say that I will be going to Miami for vacation coming up. And I'll be going to watch Messi play Peru, man. Argentina,
Hey.
Peru. Woo. It's just Messi, he called me up. He said, hey, man, come over to the match. I'll let you in. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to get it done, man. Leo Messi, man. Man, that's going to be my first time watching the GOAT.
What a dream.
And, playing for the Argentina. It's going to be crazy, man. I'll be on the Argentina and the Peruvian guy is going to get upset.
It's going to be Vilca versus Messi, isn't it? Which is quite exciting.
Yeah.
No, Velka wasn't called up, man. Wasn't called up.
Not this time.
Yeah, man. But it's amazing. It's amazing for American football because, American soccer, because the World Cup is also coming in 2 years. So, man, it's gonna be. People start saving. You know how much these tickets cost? Man, you don't want to.
No, official prices. World Cup is about $230.
No, the Copa America. If you want to sit next to, like, right there on pitch side, you gotta pay like $3,000, man. $4,000, $5,000.
Yeah, that's black market. Yeah, black market prices.
Man, that's crazy, man. But yeah, Sean says got my new Newcastle top yesterday. I'm contemplating having Hoof the Twat put on the back. Oh man, do it.
Yes,
do it, man. Do it, brother. Do it. Beer Bike and Dubs on fire. Alan says only you could believe that. Yeah, I don't know. He was mentioning about that. He was meaning about that. Beer Bike and Austria are a well put together side. They would turn England over.
Nope, don't agree with that.
I don't know, man. I just feel like
we'll agree to differ on that one.
No, but see, this is the thing. I feel like it's too. I mean, listen. I know England is not playing
underperforming.
Amazing.
That's the word. Underperforming.
It might be underperforming, but they get a result here and there. I think that there's too much negativism. I don't know if that's the word. Negativity. I think we go a little overboard now. You know what I mean? Like, even though I agree, Southgate needs to go somewhere else. because he's not pulling everything from these players. But I don't think it is listen, man. You guys are having rich people problems because poor Georgia. I thought it was a state before I knew it was a country.
They had the
Then you
Olympics
got
there, didn't they?
Iceland, who we were linked to a player from Iceland today. I wanted to have a stroke, with all the respect to my man Alfer and everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, I think you guys listen, man. You guys got a chance to win in the Euros. That is more than other people can say. So, you know, but listen, as you should be fighting to win in the Euros. And I agree that the team is underperforming, but maybe some fans get carried away.
People are being too negative, aren't they? I just think, it's the first group game. Remember Euro 96, England drew 1-1 with Switzerland in the first game. Can't really write anything. I think getting a win was all that mattered. Didn't matter. Look at France today. They got an own goal and they won 1-0. So you just need to get those points on the board and then you can relax a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just get the second round. That's when it really starts.
Yeah, Alan says, I do agree with you about Dubs. Some fans can't get over the fact that he went to Man U. Josh saying the Trips thing is a big nothing burger. He is from the Bury, and so he would have loved them as a kid, so why would he lie? Also, if you heard in context, I don't think he was digging anything. Alan says, yeah, would not call them United, but they are the biggest or one of the biggest in the world. Elsazar, if you're not a Newcastle fan, man, you have always been United, even on TV, even to TV presenters. Josh says, but Dubravka was from an unprompted interview. Well, that doesn't matter to me. I mean, you can say on your Instagram live, it still is what you're saying. So, but again, I'm just in the middle on this one. AG says, yeah, man, what's happening with that? Hey, Roy, don't be lying to the folks, man.
Precious cranking up, Roy.
Lying likely. That thing better comes up
It'll
tomorrow.
happen. Yeah.
You've got a man up, son. You got a man up.
I was ready to shave my head, man. I'm
Next season.
Roy,
nothing's gonna happen to you if you shave your head.
Don't let. What's gonna happen?
You haven't got that much hair to shave off.
What's gonna happen if you shave your beard?
Yeah,
He's gonna get
I'll look like potato heat.
Don't let your own
words.
words.
You think you're doing it already?
Exactly.
I
look like potato heat with a beard.
Kevin Pryor, in the words of Keegan, Trippier.
You never know.
He's gone down in my estimation. Oh, there you go, Kevin Pryor. He's gone down in my estimation. AG says, I think Trips has had his spoon in a few other bowls of porridge. What the hell is that?
Yes, he
has been doing a lot of pies, in other words.
It means he's been checking out other punani.
He's been eating a lot of Puntan pie.
Punani.
Sorry, that comment I showed it for no reason. I was clicking. But just
He's allowed though, isn't he?
I just did it again. Who did it? Show it.
Yeah,
Who is it?
A new member or a new
watcher? Oh, it's
anyway. I haven't
how do you say your name?
Throckley and Beyond. I haven't seen before. Welcome, Throckley.
No, I haven't either.
Beyond.
Nice. Newcastle upon Time right there. So shout out to you. Thank you so much for joining, my friend. Thank you for watching. Let's keep going with the comments though. Niall says, "When you're incorrect. He went back to Atletico and United. So you're calling them United. You calling them United, Niall. And you got mad about that later on. But United did not make a bid for him, and we got him. Oh, you're talking about Newcastle, maybe? Yeah, you're probably.
No, he's talking about Manchester.
So there you go.
Responded to that as well.
Hell's another half season for Trips, I think. What does that mean?
Half season. What was the point of the half season?
So he'll probably go in the winter window. I don't know.
No, that seems ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
Keep him for you.
And you have to remember the club have promised a key player this season, so that will cost shitloads, whoever it is on the plate. Foxy, Burnley, of course, should make a profit considering Man City get a percentage of the price of Trafford. Also, Foxy saying if Burnley failed to get promoted, which is possible with a new manager incoming, Trafford would be even cheaper next season with Burnley desperate to sell. Now, that's a good business strategy right there, but, I don't know if Eddie wants to wait another season with Gillespie, number 2. Kevin Pryor, Dubs and Karius will hopefully go. Toon should be left with Pope, Trafford, and Gillespie. Bendit says, let me finish these comments real quick. Bendit says, if Man City can get away with breaking FFP, why are we trying to be Mr. Nice Guys? Are we prepared for Man City to be penalized banned, kicked out of Europe. We into 6th place. No, because we are softies regarding FFP. Well, I mean, it depends how you
We are
look at it, man.
clever.
I mean, if we're following the rules, I mean, that's just being a law-abiding citizen, man. Or in this case, a law-abiding club. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. But I don't know. Then we don't know if Man City are gonna get away with it, though. We just don't know. They might, but we don't know. Kevin Pryor, I think it's more like it's not much more likely that Olisi will be a Newcastle player than Gerasi. I don't even know that, man.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Nobody
You're right.
knows.
I think there's a
Okay.
bit of smoke screen going on there.
I'll take
Yeah.
either of them.
Yeah, Beer Mike and Roy will shave the beard when Gillespie gets a league game. Oh, all right.
Oh God.
It's happening before that. It's happening before.
I wanted to
Tomorrow?
another piece of news is that the one and only Michael Carrick's brother, what is his name? Graham is moving on. The Newcastle United coach is set to leave after Middlesbrough gets the green light to talk to him, I guess, or negotiate. I don't know if he's got a contract or a contract expired or whatever. So that's another piece of news that's happening, and it's interesting because
the good thing about that bit of news, of course, is that we've said for years and years that our academy coaching staff is nowhere near good enough. So if he's the first one out the door, smashing.
Good sign.
You know, let's get some proper coaches into the academy.
That was I was going to say Mike Ashley, but it wasn't Mike Ashley. I can never get that guy. Who's the DOF who's just gone?
Ashworth.
Ashworth. Yeah, that was his signing. That's why I think he's going out the door. I think there's probably been too many rumours going on.
All right.
But that's interesting though, because he was, what was he in charge of, Carrick? The youth,
youth
the
team
academy.
Coach.
Yeah, so
coach.
He was
which team? Because
he was the main one.
It was one of the main ones. Yeah.
Oh, one of the.
He was one of.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, you know, the youth need some help, man. So what are we doing in the youth system that's gonna? Who are we bringing in? I don't know, man. I don't even know if Graham Carrick was doing a good job, honestly. Oh, you know, I mean, obviously.
Well, if you look at the youth that was so in Australia, it's apparent to me that they're not doing enough. Now you can argue that that's the caliber of kids that they've been getting through the ranks, but if an 8-0 defeat is the best they can come up with, it's patently not good enough.
Trouble.
Half of them were released anyway. Or the new.
Yeah. Well, that was 16 or something released altogether, wasn't there? Of which 5, I think, were out of that starting 11.
Crazy, isn't it?
That game could have been a last chance to say maybe we might keep you, but yeah, the club was right.
They've just signed a Brazilian lad, haven't they? Well, he was already at NUFC, but they've just given him a new contract. He looks amazing, to be fair.
What's his name?
He's got Brazilian parents. I'm trying to think of his name. You know where I'm like with bloody names. I couldn't even remember Ashworth's name. It'll come to me in a second. Give me a second.
Warren Barton.
Keith Gillespie. I'm sure guess for everything, isn't it? Yeah, Keith Gillespie. Is that Keith Gillespie?
Yeah.
Is that Keith Gillespie?
Yeah.
That's Rule Fox.
Warren Barton.
Yeah, different player.
Rule Fox was the biggie.
I know.
Yeah, can't believe you didn't get that.
Box in the box.
Yeah, box in the box. He's a winger. He's what else can I say? His name's.
I don't remember anything.
I don't know.
Yeah, not one of your finest moments, Roy.
I wasn't even. I couldn't even remember who beat us on penalties as well this season. It wasn't even like 20 years ago.
But the chat's going to take Roy on tomorrow. It's going to be head to head.
Oh dear. I'll have a good sleep. I'll be ready.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Thruckley and beyond as well. So I mean, we said it earlier. So again, I just saw your comment come up. So yeah, thank you for watching. Foxy saying, Chris, I hope you're wearing that Peru shirt at the game. You need to support La Blanquirroja. Of course, man. Of course, I got my Peru shirt. I don't think it fits me no more, so I had to, just buy a white shirt and put a red a red stripe through the across my chest. But no, I'm definitely, man. We're gonna be, man.
They've
I'm
done
gonna
away
have
with
so
that.
much.
Have they done away with that strip now? You know the Kabila strip that had the diagonal red stripe.
Always,
Diagonal.
man. Oh, that's
Pero
the
that's
official
always
one.
there.
That's always
That's
the
still
official.
that's still the strip today, is it?
That's the
Yeah.
main one,
Yeah.
man. That's it. The
All
shirts
right,
don't
because
change,
the
brother.
last time I saw Peru playing, they weren't playing in that.
Well, I mean, it could be the alternative. I like the alternative though. Now it's black. You know, we got Adidas now too, so you know they're going to take care of us. But
Just on that Brazilian player, it states here in the Newcastle World, Newcastle United have handed a professional contract to 15-year-old attacking midfielder Mateus Ferreira. He was born in Berwick-upon-Tweed, but he's got Brazilian parents. He was a
That's good,
jiu-jitsu
man.
student before turning his attention to football. He joined the Magpies Academy at the age of 12, and they reckon he's going to be a really good, talented player. A couple of videos I've seen of him today. Very, very nice with the ball at his feet. Very nice.
So
But he's
what do
only
you reckon,
15,
Ian?
so he's going to be a few
Ian,
years.
Ian Fleming, one of the mods, he's from Berwick.
oh, is that right?
Had you heard
That's
of
where he
him
was
at
born.
all
I don't know
in the
whether I don't know.
local media, Ian?
I don't know whether he's with.
It's interesting signing. Well, interesting. I've never heard of this kid, so
The border Brazilian, eh?
Neither have I. It's really funny because, like I say, they're obviously cherry picking now what they've got left onto
Yeah.
professional contracts. So anything that's shining at the minute is been given obviously an extra 12 months or 18 months or whatever their youth contract system is.
Yeah.
But it's a very cutthroat industry. You know, you could be shining 1 minute and you could be out the door the next at youth level. So, I mean, it just sounds from what I've read about this guy now. He's got his head down. He's playing some lovely football. And he's very forward thinking. He brings the ball out from very much. I know it sounds crazy, and I don't like to put names against players, but the way Gimenez plays, he picks the ball up deep and runs. That's exactly how this young lad plays.
Wow.
Very nice.
16 next month, isn't he?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Could we see him play next season? Have
Oh,
a
well,
little
what
like
to look out
Miley.
for.
Hopefully, a couple of years.
Like I
max.
say,
One
they
for free.
reckon in 18 months he's got a chance of being in the first team. That's what they said.
Yeah, Riley. Well, I mean, he's got his little highlights package on YouTube. You don't often see 15-year-olds get that, so must have something about him.
Oh, you started to look at it.
Well, I just noticed there was one, but yeah, I'm having a quick peek after your.
He plays some really nice football, I must admit. Again, you only see small bits, don't you? Like Winners often said, you know, anybody on YouTube can look like world beaters. They don't always show you the bad parts. But like I say, I like the control of the ball, the way he takes the players on. The ball's never away from his feet. No, that's a beautiful thing to have. That's something, an attribute that very few players have these days.
That's good.
Hell yeah, man.
I don't trust YouTube because if you watch the Miggy one, he's almost in the same class as Messi.
Yeah.
But the fact is, he's the Titus Brumble of wingers.
He's not well. Yeah, that's not a bad comparison, I guess. He's not as error prone, but he doesn't. I would say the Gabriel. No, he's a bit better than Gabriel Overton. Despite wins, Frank Collin, who was convinced Overton was a star man.
Overton just looks thick. Miggy's thick. Overton looks thick, even though he's got a big brain that looks like a mango. So.
The sad thing is he's got ability,
Yeah.
but he just. I think it annoys a few of us that he hasn't learned any. Well, he's learned a bit of English, but it seems like it's a very small amount. So, how long has he been with us? 6.5 years, is it? I feel like he should have.
Yeah, he doesn't speak English yet, so thick as pork chop mustard.
What is pork chop mustard? I've never heard of that.
Did you guys know?
Have you heard that before?
It's not just mustard.
If you say like somebody's as thick as the pork chop mustard.
No, I've only heard you say it. It's a good one though. I like it.
Oh man! All right, moving on, lads. Moving on. Oh, by the way, I was reading this. The QPR might be looking to buy the one and only Isaac Hayden.
Oh yeah.
you know, according to them, he's performed well. So
Yeah, he's done well for them.
that might be his level,
Okay.
and we
It'd be
will
a free
get.
transfer though. That's the thing.
Would he be free?
Yeah,
No,
I think the talk was we were
Well,
going to
no.
cancel his contract.
If they're going to, that's it. If they're going to cancel his contract because if he's going to be a prick and do a Ryan Fraser,
Yeah.
let him rot.
No, I
Yeah,
don't think
no.
Hayden's that kind of person, though, is he? He's not
Yeah,
like
Hayden's different. Yeah.
cut from a
Yeah.
different cloth.
I heard the
So-
Fraser deal's has gone up the wire as well.
Yeah, that's what they're saying because he wants the full whack for that last year,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Well, then he needs
Yeah,
to
it's
cut.
gone
And
quiet,
that's
to be
like
fair.
Mighty Wayne said, listen, man. If we're gonna go by the rules, then you need to be running around circles in the training ground and get paid all of it if that's what you want. But
Yeah.
you know, if we're gonna be playing ruthless, because that's the way it can go. If he wants to get paid all of it. But you're not about to go to another club, get paid, and then you know what I'm saying. So you can't have both things.
You can't have both anyway.
Well, legally you can't, right? Because you can't get paid by another Premier League club. Well, or can you?
Yeah, you
So
can.
I think
but
what
that's
it is.
not that's not what we want to be doing. You know, we need to cut them off at the roots. Get rid.
I think maybe his wages are much
Needs to
lower
be
there, so he wants the compensation first, and then he goes. So I
Yeah,
think
they would
So
only- they wouldn't pay him
in
60
that
amount.
case, QPR have to pay for it. If they are getting the benefits, they have to pay for it.
You mean Southampton?
Southampton.
No, I'm talking about QPR for Hayden
Hayden.
and Southampton for
Yeah.
Fraser.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You see,
gotta get
I
on
can't
wage.
understand. In all
Think
honesty,
when we had
when
remember when
a-
we had the conversation about selling not Craftman,
Trippier.
left back man. I've forgotten his name already.
Oh, not Hall.
Target.
Targets,
Yeah,
yeah, targets. You know, he's on $100,000 a week, which he's not going to get anywhere that he's going to move to.
Yeah.
So basically, we've got to just cut our losses there. So whatever's left on his contract in terms of wages, which I think is what 2.5 years at
2 years.
$1 million
2
a
years,
year,
yeah.
or
Ten-
5 million a year, obviously.
Yeah, 2.
So
10 million
somebody's going to
total.
have to pay 12.5 million for us to get out of that scot free.
10.
That's right, mate. Did you guys know that I just I saw it on the comments, so and it is true because I know, and I had to look it up. That Peru, in Lima, Peru, in Mira, Florida, is one of the best cities parts of Lima. You won't get your wallet stolen or your phone stolen. You can take selfies, no problem. But that they do have this. The little what is it called? The Paddington Bear in Lima, Peru.
That's what Queenie's on about the marmalade sandwiches, man.
Yeah, man. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. With the British flag right there. That's pretty cool, man. It's right there. This part right here, man. You can go. Oh, you can't see my mouse, can you? But the part you see the oceans right there, the Pacific Ocean. Man, beautiful stuff, man. But yeah, right there. That's the Paddington Bear. The best part about it is when I saw that commercial, maybe, or was it with the Queen when she obviously, maybe a year or two before she
Oh,
passed.
yeah. The wooden acting.
There was where it was just cool. The bear was being polite and all that, and the Queen just pulls out a little sandwich from her purse. That was amazing, man. You know, I love the Royals, man. Right now I'm watching Bridgerton. I just finished Bridgerton. You guys watch Bridgerton?
Nope.
No,
Come on, man.
Yeah, but you're the only royalist in the chat here.
that's for the colonists.
Come
The
on,
irony,
man.
the irony being that you're the only non-English person, but you're the only royalist.
No, I'm a royal. Mighty Wayne's a royalist, whether he likes it or not. He's a royalist. Come on now, Gary. Gary, you're a military man, man. You can't let me down, bro.
I only like the royal.
I was a royalist until the Queen died.
I'm okay.
What did you say, Roy?
I may take up the cudgels again when William becomes king.
Hey, Prince
Really?
William,
But
that's gonna be
Charlie's not my
let me tell you
darling.
something. Prince.
I'm not a fan of William.
Hey, Prince William is gonna be a king, bro. I'm
No,
telling
I
you.
think
You just wait.
William's just been perfect and everything right. There's never
You
been
just-
A bit too
scandal
horsey for me.
around him.
Come on, man. You don't want the Paddington
And
Bear
he's a Villa fan.
commercial?
He's a horse. Sorry,
Oh,
go
he's
on.
a Villa. It's crazy.
He's
How
what,
can he be
sorry?
a Villa fan, man?
He's a Villa fan, isn't he? William.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. That's his, you know.
How can
I prefer
At
the
least
one with
he's
the
a
other
fan of a
father,
football team.
Harry.
is the king a fan of a football
A
team?
different father, isn't he?
Harry's a twat.
No, I
No,
said the
I
king.
bet
man.
his dad's a bit more down to earth, isn't he? James Whittaker is a bit more down to earth.
Hey man, I'm not gonna allow no disrespect.
Allegedly.
I understand.
He's the only king got royal, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think King Charles
You,
supports Arsenal. I'm not sure.
Chris, you
Alan
want to
says,
watch The Crown, matey? If
Oh,
you
I do.
enjoyed Bridgerton, I was gonna say,
brother,
if you watch The Crown, mate,
I didn't finish it. Yeah, man, Princess Diana, man, that's whew.
Just reading that.
Yeah, I watched The Crown. That was
The Crown is
excellent.
tough, but watch Bridgerton, man. I'm telling you, Bridgerton is for real, man. But it's not real. It's not real.
I
Obviously,
haven't got time, man. You've got us on here fucking 2 hours a day.
Oh, hold on.
Right.
Come on, man. It's on Netflix. You only like 6 episodes. You know these tight twats, man. They put like 3 episodes every 6 months, and then just have you waiting for the other. But whatever. Anyways,
I'm in the Get Now Society. Sadly, I've joined it, and I'll not watch anything that you can't watch the full stream of now, and I'll binge watch a whole series.
yeah. Okay. Quiz, pop-up quiz.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
I hope you cheat this week, Win.
You're gonna see a lot of quizzes on the Hoof the Twat show with Roy and and DX. So
I'm useless, so that's
No. You've got to beat the chat. You're head to head in these.
Yeah.
quizzes.
So this is gonna be interesting. So we got to let the people know what we're doing tomorrow. 9 p.m. We got the Hoof the Twat show, and that show is a show full of hilarity. Not really gonna cover latest news. That's what we're here for. But they're gonna keep it fun. They're gonna talk about previous, seasons, matches, shirts, and stuff like that. They're gonna have a quiz as well for Roy. So it's gonna be fun and interactive. And it's certainly a late night talk show because it's got warning written all over it. Even the intro says
X-rated.
X-rated. Viewer discretion is advised. Because actually we can probably play it here though. I gotta go all the way to the there we go. We're gonna play the intro of the Hoof the Twat.
For a background.
The following program contains material which some viewers may find objectionable. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, don't give it to Ben. Don't give it. Oh, just hoof it, man.
Hoof the twat. Fuck's sake, man.
Man, viewer discretion is advised for the Hoof the Twat, and of course, so they're gonna have also the ITK watch segment. So what's
my
happening
favorite
with the ITKs? They're gonna have what's the other one? The perfume, the cologne thing.
Oh yes.
So there you go. It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good tomorrow.
The scent of the punani.
There you
Unless
go.
any
So,
doppelgangers.
and the quiz is being run by the show by the fans, basically. You guys gonna be interacting with that. So stay active tomorrow at 9 p.m. All right. To finish the show, sadly passed away in 1994 when I was actually born. So this player right here, who I don't know if I want to give you this, but I'll give you just for the sake of time. To date, don't Google nothing, man, because I'm watching all of you.
People be on Google now.
Put his photograph up.
I'm talking about you, the 3 or 4 twats. Only to date, Alan Shearer and Jackie Milburn have scored more goals for Newcastle United than this gentleman who passed away in 1994.
It's got to be our friend
in 94. So
Mr. Gallagher, isn't it?
Man, Hugh Gallagher ain't died in 94. He would have been 300.
You're right. But who got more goals than Gallagher?
Len White.
You Google it, you old fart.
I didn't Google it at all. My hands have been nowhere.
Yeah,
you see.
All I did, I knew Len White was number 3 in the scoring charts.
You read Fox's
You see what he did right there? Hey, he did this. I ain't Google nothing. Look at my hands, man.
And he was looking at Fox's comment.
He was.
By the way, you can see my screen.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey man, Foxy told you. You read Foxy's
Yeah,
comment. Not
Foxy.
I
playing.
didn't read Foxy's. I can see it now.
Foxy won, mighty
Yeah,
win. Now.
come on, man. All right. So yes, it is
I
Len.
went to Len White's testimonial. I never saw him play for real, but I went to his testimonial, and believe it or not, Newcastle would not give him a testimonial at St James's Park.
Why not?
Can you believe that?
Why not?
Because the
He
club
had
used
to
to be
have
run
his.
by twats. That's why.
That's correct. The club's always been run by twats, for very few exceptions.
Hmm.
Paul and
well,
Shepherd and the current crew. The rest have all been twats.
yeah.
Um,
So yeah, we're
but,
talking about
so his testimonial was at Hillhead Stadium at Whitley Bay.
he scored 154 goals in 273 games. A true
pretty
Newcastle
good.
legend. Pretty good,
And
Len
I
White.
think I said to you when I first started going to games, especially when Supermax started playing, but even into Shearer, there was still a few old guys who I used to talk to, who were actually old enough then to have seen Gallagher, Milburn, and Supermac, and the mighty win, of course. And if you ask them all, you would have expected anybody who saw Hughie Gallagher to say Hughie Gallagher was the best.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Yeah.
But 90% of them, if you ask who'd seen that whole, 60, 70 years of passage of time, watching Newcastle avidly, 90% of them always said Len White was the best.
All right. There you go. That's the show for today. Also tomorrow, another thing that I keep forgetting about the Who's the Twat show.
The Euro table.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do the Euro thing. But before, remember that you can also tweet to our handle at NUFCTV the doppelgangers. You guys are gonna do doppelgangers, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Anyone who looks like anyone. Anyone who looks like the mighty win.
Anybody, anyone who looks like me. Somebody sent me actually before we did this
Jabba the Hutt.
a picture of the fat what's his
Luto.
name? No, the Almiron, fat Almiron, the fake one.
We'll get accused of copying NUFC matters here, I mean.
No. Their thing's totally different. It's lookalikes. Ours is doppelgangers. It's a totally different.
Oh, that was about to say. I didn't know they had it. I didn't know they had it. I don't watch any YouTube. I told people this is a secret. I don't watch any football channels, man. I just watch true crime. You gotta watch True Evil, by the way. Though Evil is here, man. That stuff will get you that stuff will give you nightmares, man.
And fucking cows' hoofs.
So tweet anything you want to talk about on NUFC Talk TV on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and we'll put it there. But anyways, let's do this Euro.
I'm saying, Chris, you didn't mention your guilty pleasure there.
What was that?
And cows' hoofs.
No. Hey, listen, if you have not watched the Hoof GP, which is literally my man right here. Look, I open YouTube, my guy right there. The Hoof GP, he takes care of cow feet. He pops, the abscess.
He's a weirdo, folks. He's a weirdo.
Takes care of the cow's feet, man. It's
fetish.
That's Chris's punani, the cow's feet. Watch him. Betsy, I don't want to say nothing, but I would take careful about Chris.
I'm telling you, man. Hoofs, take care of the hoof. Hoof GP, keep doing your job, man. Don't listen to the haters. Keep doing your thing. 2.2 million watchers, man. Nice. And you put the rubber block or the wood block. You know what I'm saying? That glue dries so quick, man, when you put it on. It's unbelievable. But yeah, I'm telling you. So if you got a cow with the poison twat in Scotland, because he's Scottish, he lives in Scotland, man. So I don't know if Ian Flamer, you got a cow with the hoof messed up. Talk to him, man. He'll come with this truck and he'll take care of your cow, man. I'm telling you. All right, let's go finish this thing with the Euro thing, the Euro prediction. What's happening, Mighty Win?
Right, let's just get on it here. So, well, the bottom line, I suppose the bottom line is what we're interested in.
Man, but we cannot read that, man. That's like...
Come on, make it bigger, Willie.
You got to zoom in, bro.
Come on, Winston Churchill. Make it bigger.
No, zoom in.
Yeah, smaller. There you go.
Hey, what you got so many numbers for?
Wow.
So there we go. We've got Chris on 21 points.
That's a lot.
Oh, wait a minute.
There you go. No, that's me, man.
Let's get across there. Chris on 18.
You've dropped.
The mighty win on 21.
Cheating.
Yeah.
That's Paul on 14.
Yeah.
Roy on 19.
20.
Oh,
Dom
close,
on
close.
20. And
Ooh.
Gary on 19.
So I'm third. Not
Bad
bad,
day
not
at the
bad.
office today.
And so far, out of every Euro game that's been played, and 6 of us guessing or predicting,
Yeah.
there's actually only been 5 correct scores out of every single game with 6 of us predicting.
So who got those? I got one. Roy got one.
I've got one.
Derek got one. Who got two?
I got the Denmark game. So did Roy, and you got the 1-1, which was what was the 1-1?
Denmark.
Slovenia, Denmark.
So there's only 3 correct scores then.
Roy and I got Poland,
3.
Netherlands, and you got Slovenia. Yeah, there's been 3.
Wow, that's
The other
not
3
much,
Reds.
Yeah. Yeah, only 3 out of 6 multiply 10 games.
I had hard lines this afternoon
16.
though for 1-1
Yeah.
Belgium. 2 goals disallowed, and that would have been me 5 points. But normal service was resumed, and the mighty win is at the
You're
top.
very
as
lucky to
usual.
be ahead, though, aren't you? You've sort of. I always notice that when you
You
make
got
these systems, that you always seem to win. It's very strange.
Yeah, exactly. That's very strange.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's it. I'm
All
pretty
of
much
those
on top.
predictions were in before kickoff time.
I know I got
Yeah.
18 points. That's all
Halftime.
I care about. I'll be honest though, I wasn't paying attention because I was looking at this the whole time, man. Look at this. This is a hoof that I
What
need to
the
watch this one. I need to watch
Yeah.
this one right here. See, I didn't finish
What
it.
the
But
hell
look
is
at that.
this?
It's messed up. Now, my man Hoof GP. Now, this cow right here, man, that's crazy. She is a female. She got horns and stuff. But you see, there's the block right there. You see the block? The wooden block on the
You don't,
on the
you
right
don't get
side.
this on the UFC Masters win.
No, that's a
yeah,
rumor.
you know, but man, look at that, man. That's beautiful stuff, man. Taking care of the cow feet.
Oh, look
yeah,
at that. He's
so-
getting a semi on.
Oh, yeah. But look at all these I've
Yeah.
watched. Look at all these I've watched with the
Wow.
red. Yeah, man. See, I gotta watch that one. I gotta watch this one. But all right, well,
Have you got a cow?
No, man.
It's like
No.
when I watch like the Jeep shows because I want to modify my Jeep. So why are you watching the cow stuff? What are you gonna do? Like
What's making you watch the cows? Man?
fix your toenails at home when you
Don't
get
have a
back
cow,
home.
man.
That's
No,
what-
like you know, it just came up, man, and I saw that hoof, and I was like, wait a minute, man, what the hell is that?
That'd be a
And
good
the-
segment. for
But the
Hoof.
dude, you know, he grabs his knife and he just shaving and shaving and shaving. He's talking to you. He's like, yeah, this is what we got to do. And at one time there was something. He kept digging, and there was a dot that kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And he did a little swipe with the blade, and then he pushed that damn hoof like a damn. It was swollen like a balloon. And then I swear to
Push the
God, it
hoof like a
shot.
twat.
It shot a stream of whatever mess was in there, man. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. But yeah, let's actually I want to finish with the comments because I always forget the comments, the highlighted comments right here. Jordan Toon for life. Personally, I prefer Eze to Olise, both excellent players, but I can't see Palace letting 2 of them leave this window. So we better get our skates on before someone buys one of them. Alan says that's what's good about Jelly signing. Jelly, who's Jelly? Signing, in my opinion, how Kelly maybe
Kelly
knows his mentality, which
Kelly.
seems to be a crucial
Lloyd
yet
Kelly.
hidden. Yeah, Beer Viking Grazi is sort of a player Todd Bowley would buy. Come on. Josh Army says, I think Chris just said he wants to sell his kid to Newcastle. No, what are you talking about? Foxy Musso in his 30s right now. Europa League keeper, didn't really play in the league. Mighty Mag. Chris, are any of the hosts doing a show for the fixture release in the morning? Yes. So fixture release at midday. I know. So 9 a.m. is when it comes out officially, but at midday is going to be Gary with the Mighty Win taking a look in depth into our fixture. So and they might be going for hours and hours and hours. I'm just putting pressure on him. But there you go. So Foxy, he's not part of Argentina squad. Better keepers ahead of him. Martinez, Armani, Rulli. Armani I love because he's a River Plate, but he's not better than Musso. Let's just come on. It is what it is, Foxy. Stop playing. Really, you could just be just as good. Roy, you better be careful what you show, man.
Yeah, you're getting
Beer
a bit
bike.
low there.
Chris is just a sweet talking them so he can get a day off. Oh, we're talking about the Jordy show versus the Met. No, man, I'm not. The guys did good. The last time Cullen was there as well, Mighty Wind's friend, been a long time friend. So, they did it well. They beat us by only 50 views though, but we both the American Max and the Jordy show, man, going head to head. Of course, the Monday show is always good. It's always a hit, but yeah, doing great. George Eden says Jordy's win hands down. Hells Czar, Jordy's first. Jordy's life matters. There you go. Foxy says, when's the show with True Jordy? Now, man, the thing was, True Jordies are going to be doing the show, not that the True Jordy was coming on the show. A bit confusing, but no, Brian's not coming. Hells
He's in
Czar,
hospital he was in hospital, by the way.
yeah,
So
you
get
got to
well
put
soon.
put him and you could definitely gonna get canceled. Both of you. Elzar, Chris, that professional piece was for antagonizing Jordan, who's still modding while on his. Yeah, man.
Done.
No, AG told me he was going on vacation, and that's perfect, man. Have a great vacation, but he's on the chat still. So, shout out to you, man. Shout out, appreciate AG always, man. Always appreciate AG. Foxy, Chris, I hope you're wet. Yeah, we read that one. Kim Cam, if Tripp is speaking freely, it suggests that leaving is a possibility. He has been great, and I love him, but I think he is closer to the door than we realize. Beer Viking, Joe Linton, Bruno put together 2 teams out in Brazil and kitted them with Newcastle shirts
Kids.
for a friendly
That's
game
nice.
to support the youth team. Yes, I saw that as well.
Yeah,
I should have put it on
superb.
on the channel, but they did great. Yes, that was great. Kim Cam, to build an excellent academy youth teams and the first team takes a decade. They should expedite the development of the first team while taking a long-term approach with the rest. And Beer Biking, good one. And Beer Biking is saying, I like that patented from Peru. Yeah, that's right. All right, folks, it's been a great show. I appreciate everybody. I do not have a fetish, man. It's just taking care of the cow's feet. I don't have.
Fetish.
Yeah, man.
See all that spurting.
No, man.
Yes, yeah.
No. But
You
take
love
care of
the
the cow's
cow.
feet, man. Take care. They give us milk. They gave us cheese. The least we can do is take care of their feet, man. Come on. There you go. Anyways, appreciate everybody. Hit that like button.
That sounds like a slogan for your new hoof fetish channel.
Oh, yeah.
They gave
This
us
is ribeye,
meat,
that's
they
what they
gave
give
us
us.
milk. The least we can do is take care of their feet.
There you go. Listen, for a second, please pause, close the chat, hit that like button. If you haven't already, just check, because sometimes it's easy to forget. Help us out. And if you are listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Audible, etc., thank you. You can watch us live on NUFC Talk TV on YouTube and rate us wherever you're at. Hit the like as well and subscribe and follow. So thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow. 3 shows tomorrow. Midday,
3.
breakfast show with Gary and Mighty Win. 9 p.m., the Hoof the Twat show. And at 10 p.m., the Undisputed show here on NUFC Talk TV. We'll see you on the next one, folks. Ciao, ciao.
See you later.
Thanks for watching, folks. Hello.